You ain't too you crazy for this.
Big soldier, nigga, just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock and with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. You know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. I don't know nothing about a op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot.
That shit was hot.
Big soldier, nigga, just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime, already wait the coast. That point shoot big, Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. You with us or against us. Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof, Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him balls like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue, tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone, tell me whatever he on. I take that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like the dawn. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, royalty, everything, G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too you crazy.
They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my should a murderer go to jail for murder? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. You see just how it feels. Paper is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me set on my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The women the devil is known, America was never our home. Only a place of captivity saves the sanity, hate, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me, maybe this figure be draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounding. Ready to tangle my king in the ankle, be ready to rap, cracking the sky. Nuclear missiles are making it official, I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, give it all for the beast. 144, we can put a show, we can all be a piece. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gon' be 10-5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you feel the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the dam. I got this bondtail. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell, just did serve cold. I just hope they make it oxtail. Block fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. That was designed fire for our faces to pass through in the damn my king's reign. I be overzealous. They want my jealous, I want brand new pair of colors.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
From Westworld. Let's get it. We gon' be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips saying hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your king, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. Half I'm on it so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard they asking for team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stop making guns where they made yours. Sick with it. Feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, but they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Pay my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. Many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on the throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the blood to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Against all enemies. In high school, you was the man, that's all memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I play to keep you losing mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, wait to steady pacing. Lost track, I'm on now. You pray to God, hoping He can save you. But the power by war, and that's a different angle. It's another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the brick, nigga, big crease. They gon' judge me by my 8 creeps, and I'ma keep stepping in these Joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verify. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on the throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past. Don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then changed. So when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. And rap this is knee high. Now a nigga shank socks. Spit that little fire. When you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the globe up. Let's have a piece. Let's shine on our enemies, right in their face. Let's blind our enemies, cause now we act, but we come from half not. Put that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cash lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug, I ain't give a fuck. Burnt out I was, from hitting licks, in and out and selling nicks in the drum.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on the throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past. Don't be a story in my page.
Ooh-wee. Hey, Shmuel, I'm on the one. How about your mail shop record?
Yeah, about you stuff.
How about you not top rock thumb?
Can everybody hear me, squad?
Oh, you sound loud and clear.
In Christ, man. Let's get it going. Let's
I like
get
that
it.
vest cap.
What's that?
Good night.
That vest is fire.
The water.
Yeah.
Good. I have to throw something on real fast, man.
Yeah, you just be popping up with stuff that's fire all the time.
Hey,
just pop up with it.
I'm gonna tell y'all be seeing me with a whole lot of old stuff.
Okay.
I mean, these joints are so old, I think the Most High, he gave me the ability to revamp stuff.
Right.
Like I posted that jacket. I posted a leather jacket. I don't know y'all seen it on my post on my Facebook. And I was saying 25 years. It's 25 years old, that jacket.
Good.
I got that jacket before my son was born. 2 years before my son. My son 23. And I was like, God damn, this jacket is 25 years old.
Good.
So as I've been in the truth, I've been revamping it. Like, I think this is the last time, though. It's right now, and I think it's fire now because it's I think it's the last time I'm gonna do it. A lot of the stuff, I had a minute, because like when I came, y'all know how it is when you come into the truth. You have so much zeal.
Right.
You're like, oh man, this and that, oh man. So I'm doing everything. Everything. Even before I came into the garment department, I started making stuff. Just making stuff. So
that's right.
These vests are looking now, and I'm like, damn, this vest is still too wild.
Yeah, well, you might have to, put some of that back into the, rotation, back into production. Because the Akim was looking at this stuff like
I'm definitely making like different stuff the same way, but it's like everything has gotten, getting better over time. You get the more knowledge how to do things. Definitely, like they'd be better than this, Definitely better than this. So I'm definitely like making the stuff and definitely passing it down, selling it over,
Damn right.
But some of the stuff I just got to keep. We're gonna have it in the archives in the kingdom.
That's right.
right.
Damn right. Most High in Christ, man. Another one. We back again. Chain Breakers Podcast, episode number 17. 17 of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. U.P.K. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? And this podcast, is brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K. And what we do on this show, the Chain Breakers Podcast, is all about breaking the chains. As we always say, we're not talking about, the physical shackles. We know all about
the physical shackles that we was in slavery. You know what I mean? We know about the physical shackles some of our brothers are still in today in the prison system. But in this show, we talk about the mental chains that are on our people's minds that absolutely need to be eradicated and destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, Commanding General YAHANNA has given us the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to have another podcast, another show, as with many of our other shows, where we seek out to accomplish that mission. And with me on the show, of course, got to give it up to Captain of 10,000 Yagarwat. You know what I'm saying? The Ottawa holding us down, gracing us with his presence on the show, been holding it down with me for some time. I appreciate you, sir, always.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Got my brother, you know what I'm saying, been down with me for some time too. My brother, officer of 10,000. Look at me. I don't know where that came from, Kawal. It must be a Freudian. It's a Freudian slip. It must be a Freudian slip. Over 1,000, Kawal. You know what I'm saying? Vietnam's finest in the building as always. My brother officer of 500-yard might be on with us later today, but of course everybody knows we have a gigantic winter storm that is
man.
You know what I'm saying, about to goddamn devastate the whole country. I mean, I ain't never seen it like this, to where it's like brothers in New York talking about it, in Oklahoma, in Texas, we in North Carolina, it's the same thing. No matter where you are in the U.S., this cold front is about to be something serious. So we implore everybody to take precautions. All our brothers and sisters out there, be safe. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get your shopping done, get your shopping done now. Get it out the way.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because this is not going to be pretty. There's probably going to be a lot of power outages. I just came driving from Raleigh. All kind of trees down. I'm hearing sirens every 5 minutes. So we want all our brothers and sisters in all the United States, all over, to be very, very careful and cautious. All right. But nonetheless, I am officer of 1,000 Tabawan. You know what I'm saying? I look at myself as something of a host while these brothers go in and break these scriptures and these stories down so excellently as they always do. And that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into today's stories, just a few things real quick. Bear with me just a moment. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all of our viewers, all of the brothers and sisters that tune in with us. But the number one thing, and we're going to set up a super chat soon, so if anybody wants to give donations, they can do that. But the number one thing that you can do to help the show is to hit that like button and to share this broadcast all over your social media. Put it on your Instagram, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter, put it everywhere. All the brothers and sisters, all the nation of Israel needs to see this show and all of the shows that the I.S.U.P.K has to offer. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels. All right. Right now we're broadcasting on YouTube and on Facebook. All right. So make sure you do that. Also, let me just say real quick. Make sure you guys pay your tithes on I.S.U.P.K.com. I think the website still be working on. So if you can't pay it on I.S.U.P.K.com, you can pay it through Zelle. You can pay it through Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with your camp leader so you can figure out how to pay your tithes, get those in. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we need that for our nation, to grow this nation. And in addition, also let me say big ups to, shout out, clap it up for the generals, Commanding General YAHANNA and his generals, who have decided that the 54th annual Lord's annual Passover will be right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, right here in North Carolina, where myself, Officer Kawala, Officer YAHANNA are currently stationed, as I would like to say. It's going to be right here at the Raleigh Convention Center in downtown Raleigh. So everybody get all of your, all your hotel rooms, your Airbnbs, get all of your arrangements together. You know what I'm saying? Get everything that you need together. Why? Because it's going down. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole plethora of events. You know what I'm saying? For this year, I know that they really wanted to focus on letting the kids have some fun, man. We know Akim gonna have fun. We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in the hotel lobby, you know what I'm saying, as they say out here, cutting up. Brothers going, you know what I'm saying, have a toast, have a good time. You know what I mean? But this time we want to get the babies involved, man. Get something for the children. I know they're working on some major events. So get everything together for that. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be excellent brotherhood and sisterhood for our people. So make sure you get on that. Is there anything else, any other announcements I want to start with? No, I think that's good. But before we get into today's story, I want to give the Ottawa and my brother an opportunity. If there's anything they wanted to bring up before we get rolling, Now's the time. What you got, Cat? You got something, sir?
Okay, you know, you started off when you talk about the weather and stuff, and man, you know, it's cold, and the average temperature in Oklahoma has been 7 degrees. You know?
Good.
And it's been like going on. I believe in one place it went under, like below zero and everything. But you know, you talking about 7 degrees. I mean, come on, seven is a touchdown and an extra point.
That's right.
seven is three baskets and a free throw. You know, come on. You talking about the weather? 7? I mean, come on, that's all we get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, I think the Most High did he like have every brother and a sister safe, the I.S.U.P.K safe down here in Oklahoma. You know, by this, well, what they calling it? Was it some type of blast?
Right. Like winter.
Yeah, they gave it another thing. You know, the white man always had these little glamorous names to call something. You know, so there's something blast. You know, so yeah, you definitely gotta wrap up. And another thing is, you know, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you watching this show and you're not in the truth of the I.S.U.P.K and you in the world, you know, come on, stop the foolishness with the holidays. You know, you get scams everywhere.
Right.
Scams are allowed. And they let the scams allowed. You know, you got the scam. The biggest scam is the people on the TV saying give to the orphans and give to the dogs and cats. You know, you got the I.S.P.C.A.org. I don't know what the hell that means, what it's for, but they have a commercial where they always show the shivering dogs and cats, and they say give to, and they got to play the sad music, Silent Night, Holy Night, and you know, it's come on, they robbing people.
Right.
They robbing people. People are just really you know, especially a lot of old people. You know, they go and give to help those little dogs, help the little cats. Right. You know, come on, man. The Most High take care of those stray dogs and cats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And damn, Chinese men eat them. You know, which is so terrible.
Right.
You know, which is so terrible. You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor uses that as a scam just to get money. I mean, you giving all this money to this whatever, this I.S.P.C.A.org, and come on, man. You're giving the money to that money is not helping a little shivering dog in the cold.
Right.
That's right. I mean, come on, you gotta be stupid, you know, to even give money to that. You know what I'm saying? But they prey on people that are weak and not thinking. You know what I'm saying? And have a good heart and everything, and they feel good in a little Christian heart. But don't be scammed. You know what I'm saying? This is everything. They scam. I mean, the scam for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the holiday itself. You know what I'm saying? And then they play this little music and stuff, and they just scamming everybody. The holiday season is just a terrible season for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know, that's all I want to bring out. Just start the show.
Go ahead, Kawhi. What you got, brother?
Oh, now I'm ready to get started. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank the Most High Christ for allowing us to have this, opportunity to do this podcast.
That's right.
Freedom to speak. You know what I'm saying? We everybody, let's get it.
Damn right. Most High Christ. Let me bring my brother on real quick. I think he might be ready. Let's see. Hey, Shalom, you're Amagi. How about you, man? Can you hear me good, bro?
Yeah, Khan, Shalom. Y'all about you? I can hear
you. How about you,
Okay, bro. So we're gonna have you on. I know you can't use no visuals right now. That's no sweat. But we're gonna have you on, you know what I'm saying, just with the audio. We can hear you just fine. But we were just going over, you know what I'm saying, giving brothers opportunity to, bring out something that they had something before we get into today's stories. Was there something you wanted to bring out, Yarma?
Nah, I'm good to go.
Hosanna Christ. Let's get rolling. All right. So we got a whole plethora of stories for today, a whole bunch of things we're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? This first thing I want to talk about real quick. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see it, man. I saw this. This was interesting, right? We get this up on the screen if I could. Bear with me just a moment while I share my screen so everybody can read along and see this devil's face, right? Y'all seeing this right here?
Come on.
It says profoundly corrupt ex-Philly detective set to spend the rest of his life in prison after decades of framing people sexually assaulting witnesses. This is a story out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Now, headquarters of I.S.U.P.K, of course, is New York City, but we have a, you know what I'm saying, in a way, headquarters in terms of, the school. Philly is a mainstay of the I.S.U.P.K. It's a very important school. It's a pillar of what we do. And so this is, this hits home a certain way. It says a former Philadelphia homicide detective convicted of sexually assaulting witnesses and informants throughout his 20-year career possibly will spend the rest of his life behind bars as a penalty for his crimes. Listen to this. The court claimed the officer groomed his male victims to engage in sexual acts while extracting information from them as investigated various cases. This is the devil right here. This is the devil.
That's terrible.
Y'all understand what we're talking about here? You understand when we bring out the scriptures that say that this is not your rest? You understand? Micah 2:10. I'm paraphrasing. I'll probably get it in a second. This is not your rest. You think that the black man is the biggest criminal in life. The most vicious and disgusting criminal you've ever seen. You are afraid. You walk down the block. You're scared of a black man.
Right.
You're clutching purses and all of this. Meanwhile, black men are being wrongfully convicted and wrongfully accused because devils like this want to get orgasms from their from men that they're investigating or men who are witnesses. You understand? Let me read on a little bit more. It says on December 15th, a Philadelphia judge sentenced Philip Nordell, 56, to 24 and a half to 49 years in prison after he was found guilty of rape, sexual assault, stalking, official oppression. That is a charge?
Man, official oppression.
I didn't know that was a thing, Kowal. Official oppression, theft by deception, and related charges earlier this year. A jury found in addition to having inappropriate sexual relations with and lying on the victims, he also stole $20,000 in crime reward money that was being offered in a case about the 2015 murder of an off-duty officer named Moses Walker. Evidence revealed he spent the stolen loot on one of his victims. Good night. I mean, this kind of corruption, you think you only see this in movies. Right. People think that this is not, this is some kind of comic book or something, but you got a guy really using his authority as a detective, not only to steal money, but to rape men in the interrogation room. Good night, Cap. You ever heard anything like this before?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, down through the years, you hear a whole lot of corrupt cops and stuff. And it's terrible that, what I'm saying, he's a homicide detective. So, in Philadelphia, I mean, do you understand you have a countless unsolved murders. Countless unsolved murders, and he's a homicide cop framing people.
Right.
Framing people. I mean, come on, man. And then he's just such a freak, homosexual. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Man, good. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous, man. I can remember him watching a camp before I came into the camp, and I was watching the camp one day, and I heard General Kathum say that the white man is a homosexual by nature. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang. I was like, dang, dude, and hard, But then when you think about it, good Lord, look at all this homosexuality that comes up about the white man.
That's right.
And what he does. I mean, this is a cop, and he's sitting there. I mean, come on, man. He's sitting there. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
If I could, so let me get that scripture for you. You know the one we use.
Yeah,
let me get that for you because our brothers and sisters need to see. You know what I mean? You think they're gonna protect and serve you.
Right.
Yeah.
They're supposed to protect and serve you, but this is what they're really doing. They really want you to fondle them and to do sexual favors for them while they steal money. This is what they're doing. These are people that are supposed to protect you. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not your rest. This is not the place to be.
That's right.
This is not the place where everybody want to get to, and you're going to live in peace and harmony. No, this is not it.
Come on.
Read on, brother.
Come on. Because it is polluted.
Good Lord. This just says it's polluted. I mean, if something is polluted, I mean, good gracious. I mean, if you fall in a pit of polluted water, you know what I'm saying, you can actually die.
That's right.
You can actually die. And it's saying this place is polluted.
That's right.
It's polluted. It's polluted with detectives like this.
That's right.
Detectives like this, do people going to come to say, oh, yeah, he's going to solve this. He's going to be honest. He's going to protect and serve. What is he doing? I mean, he's like, come on, being a homosexual and dirty cop. And he got a job that he has behind a job and a gun, a badge and a gun. He has behind a badge and a gun, and he's going to uphold all the righteousness of Philadelphia.
Right.
And then look what he's doing.
That's right.
Look what he's doing. It's polluted. It's polluted.
Good night.
Read on, brother.
Con. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Destroy you even with a sword destruction, because you're going to believe so much in the righteousness of America.
That's
you know, this sovereign union. You know, you want to believe so much, and yes, this democracy can work. Yes, you know, it works for our fathers and everything, and it's going to work. You are destroyed with a sword destruction. So I mean, it's and then it's going to break your heart when it hit home. See, when you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you love an American, you say, oh, it's righteousness, it's right, everything is right about it, and you put your heart and soul in it, you know, then it's going to break your heart when they hit home, and you be saying, damn, I can't believe they did that.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to hurt you. It's going to break your heart. This is that sword destruction. You know, and then the sword destruction is when you can't even see it.
That's right. When
you can't even see it, and then you want to comb and brush the hair of the person that killed the innocent Black man. You know what I'm saying? Like in Balton Jean case. You know, man, it's a sword destruction. A sword destruction. It means like that's a destruction that you're gonna still love this place no matter what. You're gonna still love this place. It's gonna keep killing your people, and you're gonna still love this place. You're gonna still want to be American. You're going to still celebrate Christmas and all the holidays and New Year's Day and all this type of stuff when the Lord telling you to depart from it.
That's right.
Man. Go ahead, brother. You.
Come on. Hey, Kawal, you see something like this, you know, and again, for me, and I know a lot of brothers and sisters, is this, you know, it's unimaginable.
Right.
It's unimaginable the kind of things like these kind of things really are happening. Like, you know, like that really there's somebody in the police department. When you pick up and call 911 because you're in danger, you know what I'm saying? And the dispatcher says we're going to send the car over, and you don't know if the person that's sending over is the detective, what's his name?
Nordo.
What was it? Yeah, Nordo. Philip Nordo. Yeah, we're sending Detective Nordo over there to investigate. Meanwhile, this guy is trying to coerce a men to give him fellatio in the in the interrogation room.
That's crazy.
Come on. So what do we do there?
They said 40. He got sentenced to 24 to 49 years. First of all those charges. What the hell kind of number? He should be in life, natural life. He should have got 50 to 100 years. That's you're a civil. I forgot the term they use. You're supposed to have like the highest moral compass as a cop. You over the lives of other people, especially when they have to abide by you. You violate that. Just sexual assault. I mean, look at R. Kelly. They could throw him under the jail.
That's right.
You got mentioned this white disgusting cop here. You had to search through the damn internet to find this article. Why is it on across the headline? Why is this picture not right next to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly? It's ridiculous, man. And he's a damn cop. These other guys just entertainers.
That's right.
The entertainer didn't raise his right hand and swear oath to the flag.
Exactly.
And it's ridiculous too. You know, it's like that. That's why it's important that we do not do crime. Why? Because you're going to fall into the hands of a devil this. You go to your own. That's why I love the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander YAHANNA, man. I thank the Most High Christ for it because we handle our own matters here. Civil matters. I don't give a damn what marital matters. We handle them here. We don't fall into the hands of devils who molest you and ask for top paws, who take crime money, stealing money out the damn evidence room. And that's just what he got caught doing. Don't forget, he's been caught for over like 20-something. He was doing way more stuff than that.
That's right.
It's just what he got caught doing. And he looks like look at his face. This type of guy who has 2 terabytes full of kitty porn in his house. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. 2 terabytes full of it.
That's right.
He fits the MO of your typical disgusting pedophile white society caucus devil.
Right.
That's right.
That's funny you say that.
Yeah, you can't trust them. And, they need to be racially profiled. And all these cops, they need to just start doing a shakedown.
That's
All
right.
these cops, let's draw the line. If you're a cop and you're not exposing bad cops, you're just as worse as this guy. Because where's his partners at that's coming out?
Right. Because you're not going to tell me nobody saw nothing.
Yeah, don't tell me nobody saw nothing of all these charges we just got through seeing, and that's a small fraction of what they're going to tell us. Where was the partner at or coworker saying, "Yo, this guy's an idiot. This guy's disgusting."
That's right.
We're all the good. That's why we say what? There ain't no good cops. Where the hell are the good cops?
That's
They're
right.
not turning the bad cops.
That's right.
So this guy, it's just so sad that every person who got arrested with his name on their docket or their sheet should be let free.
That's right.
Every criminal who ever came in contact with this bastard, just let him free.
Yeah.
Wipe the record clean because you can't trust him.
That's right.
He should be getting a death penalty. He should get a death penalty, or he should get life in prison. 20, 40, 49 years is BS because he's going to do a fraction of that time and get sent to some crazy house and still have sex with his wife and little kids. Right. He needs to get life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty because he's a bastard. I'll yield with that.
That's right. That's right. Damn right. Hey, YAHANNA, I don't know if you want to go in on this. You might want to talk about what I'm going to segue into this on. But did you have any comments on this, Devil?
No, I mean y'all brought it up, man. This is why we say F the police.
That's right.
This is why we don't cooperate with the police. This is why if they knock on my door, I don't talk to police because y'all only want to molest us and rape us and
that's right.
Just be nasty to us, man. But this is why. But I yield with that.
That's right. No sweat. I'm glad.
Yeah, Salaki, and it makes me sick with these damn detectives. I never liked detectives. You know what I'm saying? Because detectives always was those dirty ones that's in the hood and being dirty as hell.
Right.
They used to be the drug dealers. Back in the 80s, I remember standing in the alley with two brothers. You know what I'm saying? And these two brothers hustled drugs. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hustle drugs. I was hanging out with them because we was friends from grade school. So you grow up with brothers. So you just hanging out with them. And it was three of us. And then one brother said, "Look, at these two dudes coming down the alley, like walking real fast. One of them was like a heavy set. Both of them were white dudes. One was a heavy set dude with a sports coat on and jeans. He looked like a detective coming anyway. So we're coming up, and he had another guy. Like this was across the street from Walter Reed Hospital, and that Fern Place was a real heavy drug strip. So we were like in the alley. So as they coming in towards us, they walk in, and this dude, he walking with haste, like he huffs. And when he got up on us, he reached his hand in the sports coat and said, "You mother effers better stop selling your shit on my strip." And he's cocking his gun.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? And the person, the dude he was with had on Dr. Scrubs and a stethoscope around his neck. And so I'm looking at this detective and shit, and he's a fucking cop. He's hustling drugs. He's hustling drugs, but he's running his drugs on the strip. So we come in, I mean, when you hear about corrupt cops, I mean, it's just, and this stuff is not nothing new.
That's right.
Anybody can tell you in the street infested with drugs that they know the cops are in it too. You know what I'm saying? So when you have these, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in America and its justice and its system and it's going to they never wanted to get our drugs off the street. The white man is the biggest drug dealer of them all.
That's right.
The biggest drug dealer of them all. He's been dealing drugs since the crack cocaine epidemic started way back in the 80s. And before that, the heroin epidemic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, It's the white man's the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's the devil the Bible speaks of. And this is what the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General have been pointing out since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Been telling people that. Can you imagine that? Since 1969, we've been telling you that the white man is the devil. That was before all the heroin epidemic, the crack cocaine epidemic. You know what I'm saying? Suppose we would have listened back then as a nation. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's right.
And then you get devils like this. Man. This is ridiculous. And this day and time, what's going on, man? Black man, Hispanic man, they man, you better get into the truth. And
that's right.
Right. That's
go ahead,
right.
brother. I yield.
Damn right. Damn right. That's heavy. If you to really put it in perspective, you know what I'm saying? Since 1969, like you said, long before crack cocaine had really swept through, you know what I'm saying, had really had it sweep. Shoot, 1969, if I'm not mistaken, that's really like kind of just the very tip of the iceberg beginning of the Vietnam War. I think Vietnam started in, was this 71? If I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there.
Right. That sounds about right.
Vietnam started in the early 70s. So we was, you know, and we know that Vietnam was really a major catalyst for the heroin epidemic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers coming back from Vietnam, getting strung out, you know what I mean? And we've been in operation since before then. You know what I'm saying? Officially in operation. But we know that them brothers, you know what I'm saying, was doing the groundwork even before 1969. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like Abba Bivens, you know what I'm saying, Masha and Arya, we're doing the groundwork before the school officially started. But yeah, that's some heavy perspective right there, Cap. But I want to segue into another story, because not only do our people trust cops, and come to find out that the cops just want to get their rocks off at all costs. You have to be a vile, disgusting piece of garbage to use your job as an excuse to, or as a way to manifest your gay, you know, fantasies at the you know what I'm saying, at the expense of people's lives, man. You're a disgusting piece of garbage. But now I told y'all, Mark, I was saving this for you, bro. I knew you wanted to go in on this. Now I know you got a bone to pick, pause, with the Jehovah's Witness. But I saw this one. I saw this, and I said, man, this is also very crazy. There's another group of Christians, you know, that we don't talk about a lot. But nonetheless, this is just to show how nasty Christians are in general. And I'm not going to read too much into this story, but there's 2 points that I want to make, and y'all, Mike, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, to expound. But let's start it off with the topic first, and then I'm going to show you, because Kowal said something heavy about that cop. He said he looks like he has 2 terabytes of child pornography on his hard drive. 2 terabytes of child pornography on his computer. Well, here's a story from AP News from Associated Press. It says, sex abuse video victimizes child long after abuser is gone. Now, this is for anybody watching. I'm going to try to use the politically correct words. This is trigger sensitive. If you're triggered by things concerning child abuse, child molestation, incest, child rape, and those things like that, when like talking about it, then, you know, this is what we're going to be discussing. So you might want to, you know, mute us for a quick second if that is triggering to you. But it is something that needs to be discussed, you know what I'm saying, for people to know what's going on in the world. So it says sex abuse on the, so let me get it on the screen, because I'm going to show you some it's not no graphic images, but I want you to see some pictures of the people involved in this. It says sex abuse video victimizes child long after abuser is gone. The video of a man raping his 9-year-old daughter was discovered in New Zealand in 2016 and triggered a global search for the little girl. Investigators contacted Interpol, and the pursuit eventually included the FBI, the U.S. State Department, and the Department of Homeland Security. Months later, investigators raided the Bisbee, Arizona home of Paul Adams, arrested him, and rescued the girl in the video along with her 5 siblings. While Adams can no longer physically hurt his daughter, he died by suicide in custody, a goddamn coward. The videos live on, downloaded and uploaded by child pornographers across the United States and across the globe, growing ever more popular, even as police, prosecutors, and internet companies chase behind in a futile effort to remove the images. The number of times the Adams video has been seen soared from fewer than 100 in 2017 to 4,500 in 2021. According to data provided to the Associated Press, with the permission of the girl and her adopted mother, Nancy Salmonen, the tally was produced by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, a nonprofit that tracks child pornography on the internet and works with law enforcement agencies throughout the world. This is a quote. That's the horrendous part about it, Salmon said. You can't just say that that's in the past and shut the door and move on. She will never be able to turn her back on what's happened. The ongoing victimization of the child could have been avoided. Now, this is the part that I really want to hone in on. Okay. This, of course, is a street sign. This goes to where Paul Adams and his family lived on the outskirts of Bisbee, Arizona. This is why I don't trust people who live in the middle of nowhere. But 6 years, 6 years before the video surfaced in Auckland, Adams, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
well,
widely known as the Mormon Church, confessed to his bishop that he abused his daughter, identified by the AP as MJ. But a prominent church lawyer told the bishop to keep the abuse secret. And as a result, MJ was brutalized for 7 more years. Today, she continues to be victimized almost daily in a different way, as the video and others Adams took circulate on the internet. Details of the Mormon officials' cover-up of the Adams rape were reported in an AP investigation in August. Yarramak. We went to camp in Charlotte, North Carolina this past Saturday. Was it? Yeah, it was this past Saturday. And as usual, nowadays they got these Jehovah's Witnesses planted all over the country. And as you do in normal fashion, being the priest that you are, you went in on them and you brought out a story similar to this about how in the Jehovah's Witness faith, they are not allowed to believe a person unless there is 2 witnesses. And you talked about how that leads to so many people being brutalized. Well, here we have another sect of Christianity, another church, where a little girl, and I don't think this is not a black girl, this is a little Caucasian girl, right? But of course, we're going to talk about injustice wherever, because as the scriptures say, when the righteous, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. We're going to tell the truth, man. We're not for brutalization of anybody. And this little girl was brutalized for 7 more years because a lawyer told the church to keep it on the hush hush after the father confessed to a man above him, a bishop, of what he had done. Yarramak, I give the floor to you.
God, it's a disgusting story. But at this point, like you said, I've been studying it for almost going on a month and a half now. And you would think that, like, after at some point, you would think that, this camp coming up, Jehovah's Witness out there, Yarramak gonna have to start recycling information. It ain't no way in hell he about to have, new information on the Jehovah's Witness and these religious factions. But it surprises me every time that every week when I go out to study more information, I find more of the same stories and more digging up of more just things that they're doing to people as a whole and using their religious beliefs to get away with it. And it's disgusting. And you're absolutely right. They believe that if you bring out a crime, like let's say a 12-year-old girl comes to the bishop or the elders or whatever the high priest that they want to call inside a religious faction is, and they say so and so molested me.
Right.
If they don't have another person to say, yeah, I was sitting in the love seat while Bishop Jenkins was molesting 12-year-old Sandra. If they don't have that, then they're going to say that the girl is either delusional,
right,
or she's psychotic, or she's rebellious against the religious faith, and she needs to be disciplined.
That's right.
Or basically put in time out so that her lies can't be spread because that's the devil.
That's right.
And this is what they do. But here's the problem, and you would think it's common sense. Who the hell molests somebody in front of anybody that's going to tell them?
That's right.
Who's going to do that? You understand? And if nobody's going to be there to help speak against the child molestation, then how would molesters ever get put in jail?
Right.
How would they ever have judgment on them? And they not. And now what's happening? See, now this has been happening since the 60s, since the 70s. But now what's happening is that 30 years have passed, 40 years, 50 years have passed. And now all of those 10-year-old girls and those 10-year-old boys, they're 50-something-year-old men now. Right. They're 50-something-year-old women now. They went to college now, and they have education now. They have positions. They're lawyers they damn self now, and you know, publishers and things like that. And now they're starting to come out and speak about the crimes that has been committed against them inside of these Christian churches.
That's right.
And now this is why, like I brought out a lot of times, this still amazes me. Every single day that the Jehovah's Witness does not bring out the databases that contains the records of admitted child molesters and child pedophiles, the court in California is charging the whole Jehovah's Witness organization as a whole, from the Bronx headquarters, $4,000 every single day. And they to this day have yet to bring out any of those databases because they're hiding all the child molestation.
Good night.
You understand? And of course, the Jehovah's Witnesses, once you bring it out, they're going to say, well, that wasn't my group, or that wasn't my Kingdom Hall, things like that. But it's disgusting nonetheless. And like the scriptures say, they judge those who are without, but they never consider the judge within.
That's right.
They don't ever think to look inside of what their religion teaches or what their religion allows to happen, man, which is why this is happening everywhere. And it's going to happen more and more often. You understand? Because it's so easy to get away with something like that inside of these religious organizations, and we see it every day.
That's right.
You understand? We see it every day with the four men who just got arrested in October 22nd of this year for molesting over 19 children across Pennsylvania. 19 different. They said that there was some devious acts that they didn't want to describe during the article. Like, that's how bad that this is, man. And if our people can't see that staying inside these religions is detrimental to our children, man, then you know that's why you need Christ to come back.
That's right.
That's why you need Christ to come back and just put an end to it all. Because we so stuck stiff-necked that we can't even see that these religions are hurting our babies, man.
That's right.
You understand? It's disgusting. So that's why, you know, until Christ come back, if those Jehovah's Witnesses or whoever this group is too, you said Latter-day Saints?
Yeah, this is the Mormons. The Mormons.
Oh, yeah, I know about the Mormons out there in Utah too. They say that you can't drink alcohol, but you can damn sure molest children.
Right.
Well, if them Mormons decide to come out there to our camp, I'm going to blaze on them.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to stop until Christ comes back, because those children need somebody to defend them.
That's
You
right.
understand? And for all of those children, if you've been molested, I don't care if you white, black, Hispanic, whatever, if you've been molested by the Latter-day Saints or the Jewish, I mean not the Jewish, the Jehovah's Witness, then you better start supporting the I.S.U.P.K. so we can get
That's right.
That's it.
them off these streets. You understand? Because they're gonna continue to molest more and more babies. You understand? But with that, I yield.
Damn right. That's so heavy, brother. That's so heavy. And it's like what shows, just again, going back to Micah 2:10, this is not our rest, man. These religions is not our rest. Neither is America our rest. Because not only does what you just said about the $4,000 a day make the Jehovah's Witnesses look bad, it makes America look bad. Because you mean to tell me you know these people are molesting kids and you're just gonna let them pay a fee? You're just gonna let them pay money and that's it. Like, you're not at some point gonna be like, you know what? F that $4,000. Somebody going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Open the vault right now with the documents. We have a warrant. Open it. You know what I'm saying? They damn knocked down. What's the sister's name that everybody knows that got murdered? Not a Tatiana Jefferson. What's the one that got murdered when she was in her bed?
Oh, Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor had a goddamn SWAT team knock down her door as if she was, you know what I'm saying, an informant for the Taliban, and murdered her in her bed. But the Jehovah's Witness group, just pay us $4,000, and you know what I'm saying, we just gonna act like we don't know where the damn documents are.
Right.
You understand? It's just a disgusting. It's just disgusting, and I had to go this. And again, Cap, I want you to get on this, and Kowal as well, because you had mentioned it, Kowal. You said this is what a person who has 2 terabytes of child pornography looks like. I want to show you some pictures. This is on the article. This is not Officer Thabawan's, made up list. This is what they showed in this very article. All right. So check it out. Here we go, Salakia. Boom. Look at this. It says, who consumes child pornography? Here is a sampling of people arrested with videos of Paul Adams sexually abusing Salakia, his daughter. Wow. We have Ryan Alexander Boley from California, 40 years old, awaiting sentencing. Guess what? He's a former aviation mechanic and Lance Corporal with the U.S. Marine Corps who won awards for his military service in Afghanistan and Iraq. What else we got? Excuse me. Oh, this one don't got a Robert Eccleston. They don't got a picture of him.
Right.
They don't got a picture. He's a 58-year-old man. No sweat. Yeah, he had plenty. He was getting pictures of kids from Kik, his Kik messenger.
Wow.
Oh, look. Oh, what we have here. Jared Faircloth, 24 years old, from New Jersey. The U.S. Air Force senior airman was arrested in Cream Ridge and charged with downloading more than 2,800 child sex abuse images through the BitTorrent network. Oh, man. Another military guy. Oh, man. Michael Aaron Galvin.
Check him out.
The Corpus Christi man worked for a car dealer and pleaded guilty after he was caught at the U.S.-Mexico border with a cell phone containing child pornography.
Man. That's
Cole Reed Hester from Kentucky. Now, they don't got a picture of him, but I'm willing to bet every dollar in my bank account that somebody named Cole Reed Hester is a devil.
Right.
With over 5,000 videos of child pornography in his computer. Wesley Hodges, that's another one. Oh, now they want to throw in a black man.
Right.
Carol Montez Lewis. One black man. Oh, now who we got
what did he say he had? What did the Negro have?
The Negro had. Lewis pleaded guilty and admitted to producing child pornography video clips, selling 4 of them for $40 each, and pocketing a total of $11,000. If I had to guess on this case,
he sold them to white people.
He sold them to white people. And again, I'm not excusing his behavior, but it's probably something he did with teenage girls. He probably was messing with teenage girls, and of course, that's still child pornography.
That's still child pornography.
They're not gonna, as like R. Kelly. They're not going to treat that any different. But this case right here, I'm glad you caught that, Kawal. This has barely anything to do with that 9-year-old girl who was getting arrested by her father. But they threw this brother in the mix, so it looks like we do the same things that they do. You understand?
Yeah.
But then here we go. Brett Andrew Locklear. All day long, these cats look like, you know what I'm saying? You was right, Kawal. This is what they look like. Oh, man. Look at this. A former communications director for the Democratic Party of Arkansas. These are the people who are downloading your kiddie porn, your child pornography.
Profile the white man.
Ottawa.
Right.
Profile.
You need to profile these devils.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what's funny? I'm going to say this too before we go to the next story that segues from this. Let me say this. And Cap, I know you're gonna go all the way in on this one. This is why you nasty, you are a disgusting, horrible parent if you're gonna take your kids to the mall today to sit on Santa's lap.
Exactly.
You are a disgusting piece of garbage because Santa is really Harold H.L. Moody Jr. from Arkansas.
That's right.
That's it.
He lives in the backwoods of Bunn, North Carolina. In some small town in Oklahoma.
Exactly.
And downloads a bunch of child porn from BitTorrents on his computer and his iPad.
Right.
But you're going to go let your little 5-year-old sit on his lap saying, Santa, I want this for Christmas. You're absolutely disgusting. This is who we need to profile. Profile everybody, because as a grown man, why would you want a child to sit on your lap? That's not your kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To be weary of this. I mean, Cap, you see all these white men, and a lot of them are former military, Cap. Well, why is that? Should we trust these devils, Ottawa?
And you know, when we talk about in Vietnam, it was a whole lot of child molestation.
Right.
You know, they was like, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot, and the devils was doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, come on. remember I started the show when I said that I heard Jennifer Thumb say that, about the white man. You know what I'm saying? He's homosexual by nature. And it's just really just it's so sick. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about child pornography. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Then you get the disgusting thought of Santa Claus and the kid sitting on the Santa Claus lap, and he's sitting there getting a hard on. I mean, it's just real disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's disgusting, and it's so satanic. The weaving, you know what I'm saying? It's still part of the community. And then when you look at things, look how long the institution of homosexuality been going. The Roman Catholic Church.
Mm.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. The Pope, all of them. All the rest of them homosexuals that walk around with pajamas on and, them women's nightgowns. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, that's it's crazy. That's crazy, but this is the sinful kingdom. This is the sinful kingdom, and this is what, you know what I'm saying? It's the whore. It's the whore on the seas. You know what I'm saying? What the scripture's talking about that everybody looks up to. You know what I'm saying? And once they say, "Oh, it's marvelous," I mean, America is just terrible. It's a sinful kingdom. It's a sinful kingdom, and there's everything wrong with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because we died to get here. We died to get here, and not knowing that it's a sinful kingdom. You know. Man, it's terrible. It's terrible what we go through. And then look at this story. It's like, man, ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Man, go ahead. I yield, brother.
I'm right. Ooh-wee. Kawal, I mean, you said it. You hit the nail on the head before. Like I said, this was a segue to the next story. You said this is what a child pornography downloading person looks like. And this is what people know.
Yeah.
Associated Press said it themselves. Go ahead, Kawal.
No, I must say it was interesting when you pulled out. You showed those numbers. It said originally it was like 1,200 downloads, but it went up to like 4,700 or 4,500 by the time 2020 or 19 rolled around, whatever. Who do you think was downloading that? The same people who had access to it.
Yeah.
Those those CIA agents, they're watching that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know how cringeworthy that it has to be and uncomfortable. Like, that's crazy. Your police, your detectives, your police officers, they're rewatching him and watching him from different damn IP addresses and all this nonsense on a dark web. That Negro got caught. He knew perverse. He's just trying to sell it to him.
Yeah.
You know, like a crackhead wants that fix. Like, man, I know these sick bastards here. I'm not saying what he did was right. It was dead wrong, but come on, he seen an opportunity to make some money. They're gonna try to throw him in there. Make it seem like we do that same nonsense. We don't do that same nonsense, man.
That's right.
And it's crazy that these they all have this same spirit, this look about them. And like I said, they are naturally gay. They're naturally gay. All through history, you can see their pictures and their relics, everything about homosexuality. They don't have a law. So they can just do their animals, they do whatever. But when you talk about child pornography, is really big in the military, the armed forces. I had to sit in on a trial. What's it called? Man, I've been in the Army for a minute. Not court martial. Yeah, I think it was a court martial. In the Army, it was dealing with child pornography, and a staff sergeant who was molesting his stepdaughter and forcing her to watch porn and kiddie porn, all this stuff, and just to hear the details from the family. And the girl was, at the time he was doing this, she was like 8 or 9 years old. She's now 16, and to see her come out and talk about it, and just the damage it caused that family, man. And although they were devils, it's still disgusting. It doesn't take away from the act of just pure, unadulterated, like abomination, man. And to hear what he had her do and how he was getting off, I mean, it's very graphic, and it's something hard for a person with a tender heart to listen to.
That's right.
Let alone watch an act of a grown man taking advantage of a baby or a child. Like, it's something that you can't even put into words. They just deserve to die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why, the Most High sent Christ back here, man. That vesture dipped the blood for a reason. It's gonna be a lot of blood. And they're gonna earn that. And you earned it. You earned it through your wickedness, man. This is crazy. All those computer tech guys, if all the rich billionaires, you wonder why these cats want to go to Dubai or not Dubai, Thailand or in Vietnam. Yeah. All these countries stink, mind you. A lot of these countries stink. And it is just like so nasty. You can't use the water. Why would someone want to go there? Because you have liberties with their children.
That's right.
They go over there molest. That's why the IUIC is always in Africa. That's why you see all these Mormons. There's this special. I'll be real brief. There's a Netflix special me and my daughter watched. It was called Keep Sweet, and it's about the LDS, and it is the whole foundation is on having sex with children, and they actually play their leader Warren Jeffs. And I'll be real quick. Warren Jeffs was married. You know, his dad was a disgusting pedophile, and his dad he inherited the leader of the church after his dad died. And now Warren Jeffs is in prison, running the LDS from prison. But part of their practice is for them to have sex with their own family members and little girls, ages of 9 years old, 10 years old, 14 years old. They actually have this altar built, an all-white altar, where they have sex with the girl on there to see the blood sheet and all that stuff. And you can hear the screams on the audio tape from the courtroom. It's disgusting. And you know what the devil said? He said, if you frown your face or you cry or you make any notion that you don't want this, then you're saying that you don't agree with the doctrine. That's how satanic and evil this gets. I ain't gonna go elaborate too much on it. If you want to watch pure devils, free reign, and have sex with pedophiles and be pedophiles and have sex with children, watch that Netflix special called Keep Sweet. I'm telling you, it'll open your eyes to how sick and disgusting these religions are. You can never say anything bad about the I.S.U.P.K. We stand for righteousness. These other bastards, they are sick and disgusting, man. I'm telling you. And last thing, Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Adventists, LDS, Mormons, all of them, you know, they all speak bad about the black man as far as our skin being a curse. And they all came out of the Great Disappointment in 1844. You know what I'm saying? They all broke off and started their own little religions like that. Because you think about the origin of all their religions started around the 1800s, 1900s. Because William Miller, some Seventh-day Adventist guy, with a bunch of other kooky idiots, they thought they did the calculations, thought that Christ was going to come back in 1844. Well, they were dead wrong. And they ended up, you know, trying to do more calculations and just reversed the whole thing. But now it's like they all broke off and started their own thing. And that's a pattern with some religion. They broke off, started their own little thing. Now you have these different denominations. They're all based on sexual lust and just, you know, disgusting righteousness, man. It's disgusting. I yield.
That's right. Damn right. Hey, the water for that, brother, because and all y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying, brought us something so heavy. And if I could just real quickly just piggyback off what everybody's been saying, the spirit of a thing is so important. And that's why in the I.S.U.P.K, we're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. We're not affiliated with no church. We're not affiliated with no blackity black organization. We're not affiliated with nobody, man, because we understand the spirit of a thing. I'm paraphrasing the scripture where it says, you know what I'm saying, a good tree cannot bear forth evil fruit, and an evil tree cannot bear forth good fruit. Listen, this is not an isolated incident as you nasty Christians want us to believe. There's no such thing as an isolated incident. It does not exist. Every single child that is molested, there is a pattern. There is a story behind the story, behind the story. Even R. Kelly, who you demonize, and guess what? And it's understandable. I'm not trying to absolve R. Kelly, but guess what? R. Kelly is a pedophile because his older sisters were pedophiles, and they were pedophiles because probably their older aunties and uncles and grandmothers were pedophiles. That demon of incest and that demon of sexual deviancy and just, excuse me, wanting to be a nasty freak, guess what? That is pervasive in the black community. You can watch movies from the 50s, from the 60s and 70s that show that. Go watch that classic film called Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, where Melvin Van Peebles directed it. He got a lot of love for that film. I'm not saying it ain't a great film, but guess what? In that film, his son, Mario Van Peebles, had a sex scene with a grown woman when he was 10 years old.
Wow.
You understand? And that movie got praised. No one even thought about it. You understand? Go read book. Go read The Color Purple. Read the actual book. You know what I'm saying?
Color Purple.
What's it? Did Toni Morrison write that? Color Purple?
That sounds right.
I think it was Toni Morrison. If it wasn't Toni Morrison, she wrote Beloved. If it wasn't Toni Morrison, it was the other one, right? That movie got all kind of incest and child molestation all through it. What I wanted to say was this. When we saw those pictures of those devils, man, going with what Kawal and what Cap and Yarmak said, man, the spirit of the Christian church is a spirit of sexual deviancy and pedophilia. You cannot escape. And guess what? In that military, in your police academies, in all of your authoritative places within the United States and abroad, you will find sexual deviancy. These
That's right.
men are sick. That's why they seek out to be police. They seek out to be in the military. It's not because they're brave. It's not because they're heroes. It is because they are weak and they have some kind of complex in their head when they want to be authoritative figures. I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. This reminds me of another story. Kawal brought out that film where, you know, if you want to kind of get more insight, go watch that movie. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to check it out. There was a story similar to this one we just read about a father molesting his daughter. Go read it. There's a story about a man who was a police officer, and I think he was a wannabe military guy. Named Kenneth Freeman. He lived in middle America somewhere and was doing the same thing and was molesting and raping his daughter. And in the child pornography market, his videos went viral. They were spread all across the United States, all across to other countries and things like that. He would take his daughter on trips to see her grandparents, and they would go to Disney World, and he would molest her and rape her in a hotel room. And people downloaded that. And he had that same spirit. He would, again, go look up images of the guy, Kenneth Freeman. He was a big, buff dude, you know what I mean, working out. All the women loved him. He was, for a white man, I guess he was considered handsome and all that, but he still had that spirit. So if you are not I.S.U.P.K, I'm telling you, man, you listen, you can fall victim to it. These demons are out here, as Kawal and Cap said, these are very, very real. The only safe haven for blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians is in the I.S.U.P.K. YAHANNA. You understand? Because listen, don't think that your children cannot be victim to it, man. Our children absolutely are susceptible. Think about how many missing little black girls they are. They never talk about that, but that's very real. Our children are missing, you know what I'm saying? And we got to fight against this, man. Like you said, whether you black, white, we for our people in the I.S.U.P.K, but we are not for any kind of evil. We abhor evil. We hate it. Exactly. What these people are doing, even to their own children, is evil and disgusting, man. And somebody has to do it. Salakia. Let's move on, and then to something similar to this. It's not about the whole sexual deviancy thing, but it's just to show how weak we've become. We've become weak in this place. And I saw this story. I think I had submitted it last week for Black Watch, but I still thought it was just something we should talk about. So check this out. Here we go. This is not, it's not funny, but it's like, damn. Let me put this up on the screen for the brothers and sisters, Salakia. And again, shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? We going in over here on the Chain Breakers podcast. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to get the information out. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in with us, that's been liking the broadcast and sharing it. So here's the story. It says, we're going to bring flavor to what we do. Demands for more black Santas inspire North Carolina man to launch Santas just like me. It says, I'm looking for the beard, but I'm also foremost looking for the spirit, said Stafford Braxton. See the word, spirit. Said Stafford Braxton, founder of Santas Just Like Me, an organization that recruits and hires black Santas for holiday events and photo ops. I don't trust this nigga, Salakia.
Right.
Let me just say that real quick. This nigga's name is Stafford Braxton. I don't trust him.
Stafford, bro. I got two last names.
What's my man's name from the Jamie Foxx show?
Yeah, Braxton.
Yeah. Like, come on, Stafford Braxton. It says Braxton 61 of Huntersville, North Carolina. Do you know where that is, Kawal? You ever heard of that? Huntersville, North Carolina?
What? Yeah, I know Huntersville is that. It's country. Is
it a country place?
Yes, it's country. Yeah, Huntersville's very country.
Yeah, I don't trust them. Just north of Charlotte, launched a Santa Just Like Me business in 2013, and it's currently in its 10th season. He says demand is high from people wishing to see black men sporting authentic white beards. Some are long and wavy, while others are short and crisp. And here's a disgusting photograph. Hold on, where's it at? Oh man, did they take it off?
I seen it. It was all them black Santas hugging Jesus.
It's an image you can't really. So it's in the video, but yeah, there they go. Right there. Yeah, there they go, hugging and cheesing. Stafford Braxton with the Santas, man. Let me read a little bit more. And Cap, please. What the hell is going on? What's going on? This is one particular inflatable that Braxton has brought on an excited reaction he recounts from a black woman. Happy to see a black Santa Claus at a North Carolina mall. I have this big 8-foot inflatable Santa on the set, he said. And she was like, we're going to have a black Santa here in Gastonia? That's where my brother Shabaya Allah's at.
Right.
I said, yes, ma'am. She was happy, man. Shopping malls, holiday gatherings are common places to find a plump, bearded man sporting the eye-catching Santa suit. Braxton says so far this season, his 6 Santas are fully booked with about 60 events. Cap, why in the hell? First of all, why is there even a demand for this? They said there's a demand for black men with white beards and Santa costumes. Why is there a demand for this, Cap?
Because I mean, it's like it's letting you know the time is short.
Right.
It's letting you know this time is short. That I mean, so many things are coming out to destroy the black man, to destroy us as a people. You know, destroy us as a people, and let us know that. I mean, I wouldn't say let us know, but trying to make us just forget our heritage and who we are. We shouldn't serve the Most High. We should just keep on believing in Santa Claus and doing all the customs of the oppressor. Just keep us down, Like the rush is on because like their time is short. So the rush is on. Satan is pulling all the stops out. Satan is putting all the stops out to keep us blind and keep us doing wicked things like celebrating Christmas. Christmas is one of them. I mean, if not the wickedest holiday, it's one of the wicked. I mean, I would say it is the wickedest holiday because it's like they're lying saying it's Christ's birthday.
Right.
And your house like Christ is not born in the dead of winter. I mean, come on, man. Come on. It's like it's retarded to even say that. You know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But all these are just tricks and distractions to us, you know. Really just keep your eyes on the holidays and celebrate like the white people are celebrating. That's what the white man is really saying. Celebrate like us, like we should celebrate, you know. Have a black Santa. Get a black Santa. When they really don't know that what the real St. Nicholas was actually an actual bishop in Russia, you know, and the whole myth of Santa Claus started with the brother that was taking care of orphans. You know, people don't even know that. People don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know that I.S.U.P.K had those icons and a picture of St. Nicholas, who was a bishop in Russia. You know what I'm saying? And he used to feed orphans and stuff and give them gifts and whatever. So the white man got a hold of it and created Santa Claus, you know, and made him white, you know, what did it say? Red, rosy cheeks and nose like a cherry, you know what I'm saying? Right. So now you get white Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? So now to fool us even more, to fool the black people, Hispanics and Native Indians, to keep us being sinful, you got to have a black Santa now.
Right.
Now you have a black Santa. Now when black people say a black Santa, we so stupid, and in that civil rights movement mentality that, oh yeah. See, now it's getting better. Yeah, made Black Santa. I mean, come on, get out of here, man. Are we retarded? Are we dumb? Or are we just stupid? I mean, come on, man. Come on, it's crazy, man. A Black Santa. This day and time, you talking about a Black Santa? You looking for, I mean, come on, a Black Santa. Anytime George Floyd can die with a white man's knee on his neck, I guess that's going to make it better, have a Black Santa. Trayvon Martin, all those type brothers dying and stuff. Oh, that's going to make it better. We have Black Santas and stop having white Santas. I mean, we're so stupid. That is so, I mean, that's Christian. That's so Christian, so stupid. A darn Black Santa. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It's crazy. And the whole holiday is an abomination.
That's right.
The whole holiday is an abomination. We shouldn't even celebrating that crap. You know, it feels so good going through watching this oppressor's holiday season and not celebrating it. I mean, man, come on. This is like the best feeling. Like seeing all these people, all the decorations. People go say Merry Christmas. Oh, I don't celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
I love that.
That's right.
I love that. They love their season. I love to hate it. I love to hate it. You know, I go ahead and say, no, I don't celebrate pagan holidays.
That's right.
I love telling black people that. You know, they say Merry Christmas. I say I don't celebrate pagan holidays.
That's
and
right.
You shouldn't either.
That's right.
Yeah, I know, but it's for the kids. You dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, come on. Go ahead, brother. I hear you.
That's crazy.
Damn right. Damn right. Hey, Kowal, man, you not happy to see the Black Santas, bro?
You don't. They look all goofy too. Look at them cheesing. Cheesing for massa. I guarantee it's a white man taking that picture. That's why they cheesing so hard. You don't get a smile like that unless it's a white man in the room.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy because and I'll notice something. Because it's information age and the work that I.S.U.P.K is putting in on the internet and how just putting this information out about blasting these pagan holidays, charging these pastors. Black people are starting to feel ashamed for celebrating their birthdays and Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving. So much so that we do this thing with the holidays or pagan holidays. We'll try to black it up before we quit.
Right.
Before you quit Thanksgiving, you know it's wrong. You don't have a Friendsgiving.
Right.
You know your birthday's wrong. You used to full out say it's my birthday. Now you call it. Now you call it my born day or 365 revolutions around the moon. now that Christmas is pagan, now you have a black Santa Claus, rent a nigga Santa Claus.
Oh boy,
you know it's wrong. Now you can rent some Negro with a white beard. Instead of teaching Revelation 1:14 about Christ having hair white like wool, you want to have a Negro Santa Claus with white woolly beard and whatever else because you know it's wrong.
Right.
We always try to black something up before you quit. It's kind of like if you smoking when you try to stop smoking. You go from a 2 packs of Newports a day to 1 pack, and then maybe from 1 pack to 2 or 3, then 1 to none. Or you smoking weed and you go to vapes. And then you get off the vapes and you go to just it's just like just quit cold turkey. Stop trying to black the holidays up. You can't do it, man. It's disgusting. They're pagan in nature. You can't make something clean that's unclean. You can't do it.
That's right.
Trying to black up Christmas. Like it's just stupid. And that's what we do. This is what we do as a people. I'm pretty sure Hispanics doing the same thing. I'm pretty sure, all these religions celebrate Christmas. Just call it something different. It's ridiculous, man. You can't black Christmas up because it's not our custom. And they all look crazy. And it's whatever. It's just this whole holiday season stuff, man. By this point, like my children, they don't even give a damn about Christmas.
That's right.
They don't care. It's like, it's such a beautiful thing because, and they do care. I bet they hear about it. But they just keep it in. They go to school. They go to school. They see it all around it. They're not fazed by it. What does it matter? Especially if you educate them and teach them. You train up a child the way they should go. Our people train up a child to celebrate Kris Kringle. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do that in here, and that's why I love and value the school. But yeah, that whole black rent a nigga Santa is crazy. I yield. They just that's what gets somebody hurt, man.
Damn right. No, that's real heavy, brother. And if I could, real quick, man, you want to talk about a miracle? It is a miracle that Tabawan does not care about Christmas no more. The world, I was the Christmas. I was Mr. Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing all this. I was the one trying to get everybody else in the holiday spirit. Like, come on, y'all. Johnny Hathaway.
You had the pajamas on. You had the pajamas on. You had the pajamas. Nigga jump like an elf.
I said, put on the Temptations, put on the Jackson 5.
Oh, goodness. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If I could, and I should have known that Christmas spirit was terrible because probably one of the last Christmases I celebrated, I went all out. I borrowed I got a Christmas sweater. You understand? I'm all the Christmas parties. I'm doing all of this. And in the 2-day span, I got blackout drunk. You understand? Nigga woke up with no socks on. I said, what the hell is this? Then the next day I said, and that is that Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying? Now in the world, I was never no weed smoker, but someone convinced me, hey, let's do some weed brownies for Christmas. And I damn did that with retardedness. And my friends, there's a photo of me under the damn Christmas tree, laid out, sprawled out on the ground because of the damn brownies. I'm telling you, that's what that Christmas spirit is all about. It's an evil, wicked spirit. It's not just because Smokey Robinson and the Miracles can sing does not mean that that's a good spirit to have. It is a disgusting, wicked spirit of selfishness.
It is
at Christmas, man. And a lot of people are going to fall for it. I'm seeing it. But I'm glad this damn winter storm is coming because it's blowing the lights off their windows.
Yeah, right.
Blowing their
That's
Christmas
right.
decorations all over the
That's
street.
right.
And I'm
Yeah,
happy
right.
to see it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, Salaki thought of it. You said, hey, I was the same way. I was the same way. Christmas, hey, I had the Christmas spirit.
Right.
I had the Christmas spirit, man, putting up the decorations and everything, man, putting up the Christmas tree. Oh man. And then the funny thing about us, like when I moved with Sister Carmen and Captain Soccer War, oh man, everybody used to come over. All the brothers and sisters used to come over to our place.
Right.
So man, we had the Christmas tree. We had the nice fireplace, you know, with the all the Christmas things on the top of it. Oh man, well, we cooked the Christmas dinner, the turkey, the ham, and everything, and
went all out.
Good gracious, yeah, let it all out, man. Good Lord, you know.
Terrible.
So man, for us, I mean, you know, it's a beautiful thing to see that the Most High brought us out of that.
That's right.
Brought us out of that, and then we don't even give a damn about this Christmas. I mean, it's like I'm like, what? I don't even know what day it is. I'm like, what? Oh, Christmas is what day? You know, I don't even know what day it is, man. You know, so that's the changing. This is how the truth changes you.
That's right.
It changes, you know. It changes you, and you become that new person.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The person I used to be. Come on, like we were just saying, Thabo, we was Christmas. We was all about Christmas, man. I can remember having $3,000 cash in my pocket in the middle of the damn mall buying Christmas gifts.
Oh my God.
Buying Christmas gifts and just come on, Christmas. And man, and the crazy thing about it is the majority of things I was buying for myself. Come on, I would get it. Come on, we would get, you would get sister, brother, nephew, whatever, you know, kid, a toy, but damn it, most of the Christmas shopping I was doing was for myself.
That's right.
Anyway, you know, I'm looking at, hey, that's a nice shirt over there. Hey, that's a nice jacket. Hey, that's a nice shoes. Hey, I get them Timberlands. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Most shopping we was doing for our damn selves, you know.
That's right.
You know, and that's what Christmas is just so fake and phony. You know what I'm saying? It's so fake and phony, man. You know, it's like it's terrible how destroyed we are as a people. So, and you feel so. This is what give us the zeal to reach out to our brothers and sisters, because we know we just talking about it here. We know the way we was destroyed in the world. So we know that thing. The way we were destroyed. We know everybody destroyed just like that times 10.
That's right.
Because things have got better, things are more expensive. Now people we spent I spent like about what maybe $500, you know, on gifts. Now I know people spending $1,500 on gifts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then complain about the bills.
That's right.
Complain about the bills you gotta pay. Oh, I ain't pay that. I ain't pay that. Dag, man. Hey, you know. Oh yeah, but Merry Christmas. Now we are terrible. We are terrible and destroyed people. And if you celebrate Christmas, you're just a slave.
That's right.
That's all, because it's the oppressor's holiday. It's his holiday. It's not ours. Our high holy days are in the Bible.
That's
right. We are in the middle of the Feast of Hanukkah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Christmas, hey, that's their holiday.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So if you're celebrating it and you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you're just a slave. You're a homeborn slave. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're the homeborn slave that the Bible speaks of. Go ahead, how you, brother?
Damn right. Now, Yaramak, I know that you didn't you were participating in these things. Are you the opposite of me and Cap? Am I correct, Yaramak?
Nah, you know, I had Christmas too, man.
See that's heavy.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I thought you was in RCOC.
Yeah.
Them niggas gay just like the rest of them. It was no different.
Good night.
But they had the Black Santa Claus though.
Right.
Okay, all right.
The black angel on the tree.
I got you. Let's move on militant.
They had the Santa Claus with the dashiki and the tree stick.
Oh boy.
Oh. Niggas had vegan dinners and feastings.
Man.
And y'all had to leave out a plate for one of the ancestors, right?
Yeah, for the reindeer.
That's
I
why.
guess I don't know who the hell was supposed to be.
Dang.
Oh,
Come on, man.
no sweat,
Yeah,
y'all.
man, but yeah, you know, my mom's always had a very heavy Christmas demon on her.
Oh, damn.
And you
Yeah.
know, my family full of witches, you understand? Like they got that witchcraft with that women rulership.
Oh,
That's
man.
what my family into,
Oh.
you feel me? So they just force everybody to come celebrate Christmas and all
Yeah.
that, but man, but back to the topic though, especially with those men who, you know, doing that Black Christmas, whatever. Man, all that's gay, man. I'm gonna keep it real short.
That's
all
right.
of it's gay. You look gay. You, in some way, I know you gotta feel like you doing a gay act with that Santa Claus suit on, and it's just it's not manly. It's not masculine at all.
God.
I ain't even got too much. Just it's gay, man. If there's anybody listening to this that's not gay, just come to the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You ain't gotta put on the Santa Claus suit. You understand?
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
That's pretty much all I got with that.
Well, crazy. Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off that because I want to get your opinion on this, y'all, Mike, if you heard about it. But it's interesting that you say that because, you know, going back to, you know, me and Cap talking about being into the Christmas was real heavy. You know what I mean? And again, I don't try to, you know, in any ways debase or, you know what I'm saying, you know, go against my father. You know what I'm saying? I was a Black child, you know what I'm saying, who was lucky enough. I said lucky, but, you know, but the Lord saw fit to have me raised by my father, you know what I'm saying, in my home. A lot of young Black kids, you know what I mean, almost every kid I went to school with, elementary school with, either never met their fathers or, you know what I'm saying, only knew them on a very limited basis. I was one of the few kids in my elementary school that my father came to pick me up from school every day. You know what I mean? And that's a Tawab thing. But at the same time, I got to say, I love my father, but my father was an Israelite. He went to I.S.U.P.K classes at 1 West 125th Street. Everybody that knows me in the school knows that about me. My most brothers do. And my father was literally a student in 1 West 125th Street. Went to the classes. Probably started going there around 1991 or 92, somewhere around there. But because he wasn't the scripture that says, if they were with us, they surely would have stayed with us. But because he wasn't in the school, and that's why it's a difference between, even now, between being a student and being with us. That's why we say to brothers that come in, like, yeah, you can be a student. You can sit down in class and learn all day long and wear whatever the hell you want to wear. But if you want to be with us, if you want to demonstrate to us that you're trying to be a part of this brotherhood, then you got to do what? Put on all black. All, you know what I'm saying, black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. You know what I'm saying? Do your 90 days. Get your Hebrew name. Become a trooper. Come to camp. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. And because my father never did that, guess what? He didn't have the strength that was necessary to fight against the thing that YAHANNA was saying. The pressure from my mother, from my grandma, celebrate Christmas. That's why even I knew Revelations 1 and 13 when I was 5. You know what I'm saying? That's not me in any way trying to big myself up like I'm better. None of that. What I'm saying is I knew that, but guess what? After I told people about that scripture, I went home and opened Christmas gifts.
Right.
I went home and had birthday cake. You know what I mean? Because you can't halfway do this. As Mobb Deep said, ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Right.
Ain't no such thing as halfway Israelites. You cannot be at home by yourself, being an individualite. You're not keeping God's laws, man.
That's it.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna say I'm an Israelite, and then as soon as your mother says, "Hey, I made you a plate for Thanksgiving," you don't gotta say, "You can have some of this." You're gonna say, "Well, I'll take it." You know, I'm not sitting down though. I ain't praying with y'all, but you know, the food is lawful. Ain't nothing lawful about stuffing. Nah, nigga, you wicked as hell, bro. You're participating in those actions. That's the same thing that brothers do. So I implore, as YAHANNA said, it's all very gay. Every day in the I.S.U.P.K, I realize just how gay the world is. The world is very gay. So I say, brothers and sisters, get out of that gay world, or you are going to be an effeminate, emasculated, you know what I'm saying, half of a piece of a man, and no one wants to be that. You know what I'm saying? You're not a man. And speaking of that, and that segues me. Who heard about this little Romeo situation?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh man, YAHANNA. He said, I got a little article. I'm gonna put it on the screen, man. I'm just I'm just kind of just read off of it a little bit. It says Little Romeo. Romeo Miller claims he's broke and all his money was used to pay Master P's taxes. Romeo Miller is claiming he is currently broke and that all of his money from his music career was used to pay his father Master P's taxes. The No Limit Records founder has now responded. On Sunday, December 18th, Romeo, who now goes by his government name Romeo Miller, hit up Instagram with a post regarding his mental health, Jesus. In it, he called out his father, Master P, for a myriad of things, sparking up a lengthy public back and forth between the two on social media. Romeo revealed many personal feelings he holds towards Master P as it pertains to their behind-the-scenes family life, as well as his current financial situation. In the form of a poem titled The Tree of Trauma, Romeo aired out his grievances toward the media, claimed that his mother and his siblings have suffered as a result of the limelight, and placed the primary blame on his father, Master P. Here's a quote. "How if I really speak my truth, my family will crumble," wrote the record exec's son. "That's like telling a boxer he has no right to rumble. Imagine telling a butterfly she has no right to fly. Then that butterfly has died before she has even started." Yarmak, are you like in tune with what this is happening here at all?
Yeah, kind. Me and I-Rock was talking about it.
Oh man, put us on, please. What's happening here? He's writing poetry to his father.
Right.
He talking about butterflies flying and dying. It looks very like we just said. It looks very gay, but maybe you know something we don't.
It is, man. I mean, this is gay. It's kind of like with Snoop Dogg. I think it was Master P and Snoop Dogg who was talking, who said that it seemed like they was very, very blessed, but they was cursed through their children, through their sons, because it seemed like all of their sons hate their fathers.
Wow.
They're rich, and so Romeo is being hateful towards his father because he feels like his father, his sister had recently died. And when the sister died, Master P didn't make any post about it. But then some street cat died, and Master P made a post about it. And with Master P, Romeo went out into the public and made all these statements, and Master P responded saying, son, you could have came to me and talked to me about that, but you don't know what the deal is. Like you feeling the pain because you lost a sister. But nigga, I lost a daughter.
That's right.
You don't know what that feel like, and he dealing with it the best way that he can. And I feel like to resent your father for things like that, and I see it a lot. I see it a lot with some of my brothers.
Wow.
Just the things that they say, the things that they do because of things that happened in the past. Oh, and it really all comes down to, like I said before, it's very gay. I think it's very gay to resent your father after nigga. You went and had an education and played basketball at UCLA. You was on Nickelodeon at 10, 12 years old. You got music that you still have royalties paying you for, and you resent your father? Like, grow some balls, man. Like,
that's right.
That's right. When he gave you life, man. Like, there's some fathers out here who allow for their children to be aborted. But you got a dad that helped you, man, that made you, who you are. We even know we talking about you now because of your father.
Right.
You gonna say that you resent him, man? It's very gay, man, and you shouldn't allow being broke or whatever circumstances that you're in to interfere with your integrity or your morality as a man.
That's
you
right.
Understand? And I just think that Romeo need to shut his mouth.
That's
because he don't know what Master P going through. He don't know what his father going through. And if anything, he should have went to his father alone and spoke to him like a man supposed to.
That's
you
right.
Understand? And he would have told him, man, I don't know how to deal with my daughter. And I can imagine, because I got a daughter. I don't know if I even feel comfortable coming out and telling the world that I just lost my daughter. I feel like I failed as a father. I can't even keep my daughter alive. Like, I can see what that could do to a man.
Right.
So, that's terrible for Romeo, man. That's donkey of the day. You understand? Like he need to check himself and grow the hell up, man, and get on his ball and get on his game, man, and do something else. But I yield, man. But that was just all of that was gay to me.
That's right.
Gone.
Cap, we're taught in the I.S.U.P.K. I mean, you got brothers in here, you know what I'm saying, who didn't have the best relationship with their fathers.
Gone.
Saying, but from what I remember, what I've always been taught in here is that we should forgive our fathers. Whatever.
That's right.
Because a lot of times, first off, we don't know the whole story. A lot of our mothers, but unbeknownst to us, was dragons. A lot of our fathers, you know what I'm saying, were put in that they couldn't control. We know that they lie and say that black men don't love their children. That's a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been taught in the I.S.U.P.K. that we should reverence and have respect for our fathers. You know what I'm saying? And this is just seems like this that spirit is just not even in these rich kids. You would think that just shows it's a curse because rich kids. Look at the Romeo. This dude is like I said. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, Slakia, he didn't play at UCLA. He played at USC because he played with he played with DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? And really, he wasn't that good, but DeMar DeRozan was like his best friend. So, but nonetheless, he did have that good life, man. He lived in those big houses. Whether it was for your father to pay taxes or whatever, you was living a life that 99.9% of little black boys never ever lived. So, Cap, I mean, is he not just completely ungrateful, Cap? Please.
He's unlearned. He's not knowledgeable about hard times.
That's right.
How hard times and how hard it is for a black person coming up.
That's right.
He needs to be dirt poor.
Right.
He needs to have lights out. He needs to have not being paid. Being like in a house where he can't pay his bills.
Right.
And stuff like that. He needs to suffer a little.
That's right.
Suffer a little and know that he did. Come on, he had what like you saying, 99.9% of kids wish for.
That's right.
You know, and to be like that. And then you get kids like this other kid, but kids at that age, like how old is he anyway? How old is Romeo?
30.
30 something.
He's 30, he's 30, and that's so ridiculous. You're 30 years old, goddamn, you know. But it's like it's like even right now with my son. My son is 23 years old. But my son, he's not on social media. He's not just, you know, really. And like I asked him about what is he keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and he'd be like, yeah, you know, this and that, and you know, but I don't know too much about that because he got tattoos all up and down his arm, and he just cut his hair off, and you know, got shape up and everything, you know. So I'm just like, you know, and he got the spirit, of course, like I used to have in the world. I didn't talk much. Right. I didn't talk much. I never expressed myself to anybody. I just, you know, I just was this quiet type person, you know, hold stuff in and stuff like that. So he got like a spirit like that, you know. So I really don't know where he is, you know. I just really send some prayers up for him, you know. And I ask every other brother to send some prayers up for him because I don't know where he is right now, you know what I'm saying? But one thing, he never can say that I never was there for him or anything. Because he knows that I was there for him. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. So I wouldn't have to worry about anything coming about later on. But who knows, like, what he would go against if he goes against the truth. You know what I'm saying? Right. He been to 3 Passovers, you know? So I don't know how now that he's like, I was just telling the grandkids, grandsons the other day, that when you get older, your mind is going to mature.
Right.
So when your mind mature, you're going to start thinking of things different. Right. So right now, well, my son, he's 23 right now. He's got his rib and everything, and you know, he's taking care of business for himself, you know. So it's like I don't know where his mind is now, that matured mind. Now his mind is matured. Now Satan can talk to him and say, yeah, well, you know, this and that happened, this and that happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, he left your mother and you and your mother and this and that, and who knows what's gonna go with it like that? You know what I'm saying? So all I could do is like, hey, send some prayers up for him, you know. Right. But you know, it's like looking at this situation with Romeo. It's like, come on, dude, you 30 years old and you coming up, and you know, going against your father. That's just so evil. That's just so evil because like you never. Like I said, he don't understand hard times. He don't understand suffering. You know what I'm saying? Suffering, you know, his father come home pissed off because he can't pay the bills and take it out on him.
Right.
He don't understand that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be 30 years old, and then you crying about, hey, this and that. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You should have said that when you was 20.
That's right.
That's right.
The hell you saying it for 30, you know, right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but hey, that's why everybody got to be in the truth. You know, the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA, you know. I don't give a damn if you got $1 zillion.
That's right.
Your life is going to be effed up. It's going to be something like that. Like Master P, like I said, good brother. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't in the truth.
Right.
He probably thought he like did righteous moves, and he does care about his community. He care about people. He care about brothers and sisters, but he ain't in the truth.
That's right.
He still celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
He still celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't with you.
Right.
The Lord ain't with you. That's why he'll bring your son against you. He'll bring you. Satan got. I'm saying Satan. I'm saying Satan he's obedient to the Most High.
Right.
So Satan, Satan got free will to fuck your brain up, to fuck your life up.
That's right.
He got free will to do it. So you ain't in the world. You ain't trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You having Christmas. You have a Merry Christmas and everything. Satan is going to kick your butt.
That's right.
You know, and that's the sad part about that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Any black man with $1 million, billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? That's the sad part about it. But they don't realize you sinning against the Most High.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You sinning against the Most High. So when you sin against the Most High, no matter how much money you got, come on, you're gonna die. You're gonna die like a crackhead, like Whitney Houston, like Prince, like Michael Jackson. Look at all the billions they had. Look at the money they had. Look at the stardom, the fame they had, and they still died like any little pookie, you know, on drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They still died like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, this Master Peace problem, it could be fixed through the Most High in the truth.
Right.
In the truth. That's all. That's all. It can't be fixed no matter. I mean, come on. It can't be fixed no other way. You know what I'm saying? Christ is saying in the Bible that you're going to have variance against your father.
That's
a son is going to
right.
have variance against his father. He's going to conflict with his father. That's happening right now. It's happening right now. So all you black stars that's out there, you making money, you doing the thing, you think life is going to be wonderful for you. And at these times, what we going through these times right now, hey, Christ is getting ready to come back.
That's right.
I know it feels. I know it's hard to believe because we've been in Christianity, and saying Christ is coming back is saying Santa Claus is coming to town. He's gonna park his sled on the damn roof and come down the chimney. I know when we say that Christ is coming back, it's like that to you. But hey, this is real. We live a real life. We got a real power in the Bible. Yahweh.
That's
you know what I'm saying? The Holy Bible is our Constitution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all you black people out there, when you got all your money, you got all, you know what I'm saying? And you think you're going to be celebrating these holidays and be merry and it's going to be all happy? No. The Lord is coming. Hey, the Lord is going to punish Israel, the wicked of Israel. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We pray that all Israel can be saved, but damn, some of us are so damn wicked and go against the Most High and be so lax in doing it. Be so lax in doing it. All you brothers and sisters out there that's watching this show, you probably watch the show and still going to the mall and buy presents.
That's right.
You probably watch this show and still be cutting the ham and the turkey on Christmas. You probably listen to all this show and you still do it. This is why Christ is going to destroy you.
That's right.
This is why Christ is going to destroy you. Hey, he said, he said, bring hither. The ones didn't want him to rule because what? Christ ain't coming to rule for Christmas. He ain't gonna come and sit on the throne of David and have a big Christmas tree in the background.
That's right.
Right.
You celebrate Christmas when Christ is, he's gonna chop your head off.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you that evil, you're not even gonna make it on the chariots anyway. You know, you're not gonna make it on the chariots anyway. You're not gonna make it into the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it anywhere. You know, Christ is gonna kill you when he's gonna kill all the rest of these heathens.
That's right.
You know?
But
this stuff is you know what I'm saying? With this stuff, you're gonna see more. You're gonna see more of stars, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian stars, people who are well known. You're gonna see their kids turning on them.
That's right.
You know, Why? Because it's prophesied in the Bible.
That's right.
Prophesied in the Bible that it's going to happen. You think this is a joke? We bring up we prophesy out this Bible, our Constitution. We bring the truth out of it. You know? So look for more of these things to happen. And if you wise, you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you tune into the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You'll pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? You go to the I.S.U.P.K. in your city and you say, where do I sign up?
That's right.
Where do I start being righteous unto the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Because you want to celebrate Christmas, this might be your last Christmas.
That's right.
Before the Lord come and take you.
That's right.
You got to do it all over again.
Go
ahead, brother. I yield.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. The water for that other one. Excellent point. Hey, Kawal. You know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, this is Romeo situation here. Now I can say now, you know what I'm saying, me being the newest member of the you know what I'm saying, the I.S.U.P.K. father team.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now being a father, but I got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced.
Hey, Most High in Christ.
The water. I have an experience, you know, like them coming up through, you know, being an infant into, you know, being like a little toddler and then, you know, going into high school. I haven't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'll experience. But now you, Kawal, being a father, you know what I'm saying? How when you see something like this, you know what I mean? Is the same thing? Is it like do you just see Officer Yanazar? I'm not gonna put it up on the screen, but Officer Yanazar said he's acting like an ungrateful B word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, is that fair to say, Kawal?
It's extremely fair to say. However, I'm more of an empath. I like to look at both sides of the situation.
Right.
Who's right and who's wrong? Now, I was a big No Limit fan, so I'm kind of biased. Yeah, I was a No Limit take dog. I had to. Master P came out with an album every week, man. We was lined up to get it.
Right.
Man, you in the store waiting for Fiend to come out, Mia X to come out, Matt to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like Soulja Slim, all these he had artists every week, and he was always dropping an album. But make a long story short, like I'm a big Master P fan. Always been a fan of his music, being in the South. But however, Romeo has a lot of hurt, and he doesn't have good conflict resolution. Number one, he's a Christian. He gets counseled by Christian pastors. He gets counseled by Christian leaders and Christian rappers. He also goes to Christian church. He posts a lot of Christian New King James Version and Gideon Version Bible quotes and all this stuff. And he's doing what Christianity teaches him to do, and it's to be feminine, be extremely feminine. He tended to take a liking towards his mother. His mother had Master P's wife Sonia. He raps about Sonia all the time. She had a drug problem. And mainly it was because of Master P and his cocaine thing. Master P came up talking about Mr. Ice Cream Man and cocaine and all that in the early 90s. She experimented with cocaine, listened to some Master P music, and all that good stuff. And she got hooked on it, and she battled with drug addiction throughout her life in front of her kids. Master P's daughter also died of a fentanyl overdose, and that was Tatiana or something like that. She also had a short little career. Master P tried to put his whole family on kind of like the Wayans. But Romeo was upset, and what he should do was go to his father, like we're taught to do in here. I think the most Christ for Commander YAHANNA is true because it taught me how to be a man and get rid of those feminine qualities that you didn't have, that you didn't even know you had, as far as wanting to blast and out somebody. Go take the social media and tell everybody how you feel. That's how women think. They don't think critically, they don't think logically. And most of them lack conflict resolution skills. To the point where if I had a problem with my father, I'm gonna go to my father. I'm gonna keep family business in-house. I'm not gonna blast him to the world because Master P grew up really effed up and poor. Romeo, he provided a life so Romeo didn't have to taste or feel that. So Romeo is I want to recoup my money. You didn't pay me this. You pay everybody else. His gripes sound like something that a simple counsel could handle.
Right.
A simple counsel of the I.S.U.P.K. can handle their issues. That's why the work we do is so great, because it alleviates the problem of us having to take to social media and our people go to the white man's court and try to figure that out. You honor your father, man. Now I answer your point as far as being a father. Like kind of like 50 Cent, his son going at him. You got T.I.'s son, going to his dad. You got all these little spoiled bastards, and my house is real simple. It's damn near like ancient. You gay? You're not my son. You go out here and want to live like a damn bastard heathen? You're not my son.
Right.
That's how it is. Why?
That's right.
Because we all serve the Most High God. He gave you to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High God, He gave you to me, and it's my job to make sure you don't go out here and do these things. When you want to go against what I've taught you and go against the Most High God, then you're on your own. Would I like you to come back? Yeah, but my children gonna have to seek me out. I'm not chasing my children down like that. Hell no. I raised you a certain way, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids listen to their goddamn mother. Their mother done poison their ears.
That's
right. Now parties of their goddamn mama. Well, your daddy, he had this girl in here, and all it really is your dad was boning some chick look better than her, and she can't let it go. Or he broke. He didn't buy you this. He didn't buy you that. He'd rather spend money with Crystal going out to eat while you need to shoot. It's always something simple.
Right.
And it's like, and it poisons the kid's head. And if he's feeling like his mom, he's going to take on the qualities of his mother, which is a demon, and he's going to start hating you because of it. Well, I just free myself from that. I teach my son and my daughter, hey, this is the rules. This is what we do in this house. This is what the Most High God have us to do. That's how we live. You want to leave outside of that, then you're not. Ain't that how the Most High God work with us? Aren't we Israelites, but we were called Gentiles?
That's right.
They cut us off. Well, that's what. Hey, but there's a way you can come back in.
That's right.
But you have to show that. But you cut the hell off.
That's
right.
And
I freed myself of that responsibility a while ago. I love my children, but goddamn it, it is what it is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Romeo's gonna learn the hard way, and he's gonna learn the hard way if he don't stop embarrassing his father. Because you don't think Master P feels bad about his wife being a drug addict. You don't think Master P feels bad about his daughter dying. You don't think Master P feels bad about his brothers getting locked up in prison and all the homeboys he got shot and killed at Calliope projects. The projects, mind you, one of the worst projects in America at the time in the early 90s was damn near Chicago and New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? The Calliope projects and the damn the other one Birdman and them from Malfamine. There's some terrible projects.
That's right.
And you want to sit here and tell me, nigga, you gonna complain
Magnolia.
Magnolia, all that. And you want to sit up here and complain about living in a mansion. Do y'all remember seeing Romeo's Cribs edition?
Yeah, I do.
On MTV Cribs, the nigga had a green S550. Like he had his own little house.
God.
Like, you know how bad I wanted the Benz at that time? I wanted the Benz so bad. I was like, this little nigga crazy. And he could, you know how many girls he had sex with just off his name alone?
Facts.
I don't feel sorry for that little nigga. Nobody does.
Right.
Bro, you still have access to your dad's wealth and fortune, and y'all have the name. You can do your own reality show, podcast. Get a podcast, nigga. You see everybody else doing it like he's crying nothing. He's a spoiled bastard, and hating your father is gonna make the Most High God hate you.
That's right. That's right. That's so heavy. And y'all, Mark, I'm coming to you. You're gonna close it out. But that is so heavy what you said about, because I'm gonna read a little bit more of this article. It says, he continued, my mother was broken for years publicly, and still from the concrete she rose. If people really knew your truth, you'd be strong like mama too. Regardless of the damage, just look deep, because behind every great king, there was a queen that carried on his curses that was never seen. I've tried and tried behind the walls that hide, but maybe social media is the only way to open up this giant's eyes. Man, it is so gay. Like it's so. I'm telling you, like
Christian.
It's just like you said. It's so Christian because like 50 Cent done. Yeah, Cap.
Hey, Salakia, that's bitch made.
That's
yeah.
I can't put it nicer. I mean, come on.
The nigga said, Mama was right about you. Mama was right.
Hey,
MC.
That's exactly what it is. Like Mama was right about you. That's the spirit that I'm seeing. It's that spirit of you was close to your moms because Master P was doing the groundwork, and that's what makes it so egregious to me. You know what I'm saying? Is like, because again, in the world, and I'm not making any kind of provisions for the life that I lived in the world. I'm only using it to discuss this. But in the world, I was talking about this earlier. I was never no mama's boy. I just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of grew up. Mm-hmm. My father was really, you know what I'm saying? I lived with my dad mostly. So because of that, I would see my friends. They just loved their mama so much. And I'm not saying I love my mama, love my moms, but it wasn't like to the point where everything she said was gospel to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, oh, yeah, you're right about dad. Daddy should have did this for you, and I can't believe he did. If I was, you know what I mean? It's almost like incestuous, really. A lot of these young dudes, it's almost like that, some kind of weird Oedipus complex.
Yeah,
like you said in Baby Boy, you want your mama to be your woman.
Right. This my woman.
Right, exactly. You want your mama to be your woman. And you wish they be saying stuff like, you know, if that was me, I would have did this for you, mama. I wouldn't have had this. Listen, you are gay. You know what I'm saying? You know what your father was doing for your mother? Your father was out there, you know what I'm saying, building up one of the arguably the greatest record label in the history of music. And this is coming from somebody from New York. And I'm saying that No Limit might have been the greatest record label ever created in rap and hip hop. And he did that and put all his kids on, as you said, Kawal. He created opportunities for them. Just that last name. When I hear the last name Miller, I think of Master P.
I don't think of Reggie Miller. I think of Master P.
I don't think of Reggie Miller. And Cheryl Miller.
His brother got murdered. He's still dealing with the trauma. His brother, August Alsina, cries about his brother's murder all the time, and everybody feels sorry for August Alsina. That's why he acts the way he does. He can't get over the death of his brother. Master P's brother Hersey was murdered.
That's right.
And he had to deal with that and still climb the ranks of being one of the. And Master P showed these niggas how to keep their masters. Master P was one of the first black men to keep his masters as a rapper.
That's right.
So he was the big tank dog of the South.
That's
and
right.
If you not to care about, you don't even care what your father's been through. You worried about the money and what nigga Master P been through. I'm not saying that I was there in their house,
right?
But
of course.
Outside looking in, Master P talks about his life and all the struggles he's been through. And Romeo, if you not to understand that, nigga, if you met with your dad, Silk the Shocker is your damn uncle. Silk the Shocker made hundreds of millions of dollars of Master P. He wrote his women to personal. Silk the Shocker is rich to this day. Nigga, go get Uncle Silk and y'all start a podcast.
Right.
You have rich uncles. Like not only is your dad rich, you have rich uncles. You have associates. Nick Cannon's your homeboy. You played in these movies. Like Mike, what Romeo played in. He has all these hookups, like the Disney and Fox. Like, nigga, stop crying.
DeMar DeRozan is your best friend.
DeMar DeRozan is your best friend, bro. Like, go drop a mixtape. When the last Romeo mixtape you heard? How about you and Bow Wow go on tour? Do the verses or something.
Right.
Like, stop crying, bro. Like, you crying for no reason. Master P said, when I was broke, I got up and hustled my way out the hole. What you gonna do? That's some real shit. Because Romeo, you crying right now, but you ain't doing nothing to get no money.
Yeah.
Cap, what you said is so heavy, Cap. So like, y'all, I know you got something to say, but Cap, what you said is so heavy when you said this is bitch made, man. Because it just shows the generational difference, bro. Like you are like these kids, some of these kids, they're just out of touch. You are out of touch. You don't know what your father went through. As Kawal said, your father went through a lot to give the opportunities that you had, man. And you look like an ungrateful fool. You just look ungrateful. You understand? Like this man sacrificed a lot. Again, brother murdered, lost his daughter. His wife was, you know what I'm saying, going through drug addiction and things like that. And then let's not forget, if I'm not mistaken, is Master P not responsible for Rap Snacks?
Yeah, that's him.
That's Master P's idea. And I remember when he first came out with it, people was like, man, what the hell? He gonna sell you know what I'm saying, damn chips with rappers on it? And now Rap Snacks is in every damn store.
Yep.
People really eat them joints.
Yeah,
you understand?
The noodles are trash, but the chips is good.
but God, why? That's come on, man. Like you really looking crazy, man. This is just looking like completely out of touch to be a black kid and to say that my father is Master P and you crying about some little, you know what I mean, some money that he used to pay his taxes. What would you rather have him going into foreclosure? You idiot.
Rather him go to foreclosure.
Let's go into foreclosure. You're a fool. Yarmak, please help me understand. Why are we talking about this, Yarmak? Why is this a thing?
I don't know, man. But you know, it's like even when it come to women, a lot of women would not be able to be married to great men. That's like they wouldn't be able to, you know, to stand
heavy point
and be the wife of Malcolm X.
That's right.
Stand and be the wife of King David. You understand? And a lot of children suffer the same thing because they follow after a woman. They want the dad to. I wish my dad was at home. Like I always thought about, you know, the fathers who was like, and Rock said something similar to me too. I think he said something to the lines of, you know, he had an opportunity to go play pros, but you know, and of course he was Christian and he had a lot of Christian concepts. But because of that, he decided that the year I was born, he was getting tryouts to go play for the San Francisco 49ers or something like that.
Mhm.
And that same year I was born.
Mhm.
And he decided that, you know, because back then, you know, in the 90s, black fathers was like not there. There was no such thing as really having black fathers in the household, and he wanted to be, you know, a black father. So he stopped playing football. But now, being the truth, I would argue that maybe that wasn't the right decision.
Right.
Maybe you should have went and been great. You understand? And that same concept we taught in the UPK today. Like, you married to a priest, he may get a call tomorrow to drive to Alabama.
Right.
You don't get to be there for the birthday. I mean, not the birthday, but the for the children, for
That's
the
right.
children's party.
That's
He don't
right.
get to be there
Done.
for the big dinner, the
That's
Sunday
right.
dinner that y'all have, or whatever y'all decide to do. I don't know. I don't
That's
do that
right.
at my house like that. But you understand, like, you as a great man, you have a lot of responsibilities, and that means that a lot of time is taken away. And I think that Romeo, you know, he just don't understand that, like, you got one of the greatest fathers in American history as far as the Negro community, man. Like, what
That's
are you
right.
talking about right now?
That's right.
Like, you know how many people would die to say that Master P is my dad? Like, even if I
Right.
don't even know this nigga like that, like, yo, I know that nigga's great.
Right.
Understand that, you know, even if my father was passed away, I don't know him, but I would.
It's like you got cut off, bro. No sweat. I think
You might be driving or something.
yeah, it might be his signal just cut out. You know what I'm saying? That's no sweat. He should be back in just a moment. But if I could, I'm gonna just piggyback on what he said. 'Cause that's what I wanted to say too before we go ahead and clip it, man. Like you know, with these men growing up with their mothers, man, and it's like you can't be. And that always killed me too. That was always an interesting thing because okay, everybody talks about you hear what they say about Nick Cannon, and how Nick Cannon has all these children with all these different women, right?
Yeah.
And in the social media, in the comments, all these women like, yeah, you can tell he not really raising these children. Oh, this is disgusting. He's just making a bunch of broken homes. And in my mind, I'm like, okay. But when a man goes into the military and goes overseas, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, when you cool, let me know, because, you know, when a person's on active duty, you may not see your family for how long?
You're not going to see your family if your husband goes to the field for 2 weeks or a month, a 30-day field problem, or weeks at a time, or 2 to 3 day missions, or a 6-month rotation deployment, or a 9-month deployment, or a 15-month deployment. Yeah, it gets like that. I've been through all that. Except for the only thing I didn't do was deploy for 15 months. But all those field rotations, going to the field for 30 days, 2 weeks at a time, 3-4 days in there, deploy for 9.5 months in a whole stinking country. Like, yeah, I've been through all that. And everybody applauds and say, oh, he's so great.
Exactly.
And women deal with it then, but if a nigga just got to be on the road doing the Lord's work,
right,
or business, now Nick Cannon, he not a father.
Right, he's not a father, even though he's making a way for these children. I mean, again, how many children get an opportunity to say that their father is Nick Cannon? And it's not like he's just out here, you know what I'm saying, being some illegal drug dealer. He's clean. Right, he's not in the truth. But we just calling a spade a spade. This brother is out here creating the whole old networks, more TV shows, getting more resources for his children, building up, you know what I'm saying, building up things that he can pass on to his children or whatever. Who cares if there's some different women? Obviously, it's just these women's insecurities showing themselves because they can't stand to see a man, you know what I'm saying, dealing with multiple women. But the reality is that's all it is. But the reality is that when a man is about his business, guess what? The kids may not see him every day. They may not see him all the time. Daddy's going to be away sometime. And the I.S.U.P.K, we understand that, man. You think listen, these captains, these generals, these officers, like Yarmak said, at any moment we can get the call. At any moment we can get the call. Hey, be down here. I need you to go down here, go out of town for this. And it's happened. What Yarmak is saying is not some random event. We got a call to go to Alabama. And we went. This is real. So for all these, it again shows the effeminacy that Romeo is showing, man, because you just are so attached to your mother that you're forgetting that your father wasn't just out gallivanting, you know what I'm saying, making a way for himself. He was sacrificing for you, man. He was sacrificing for your mother and for your mother. Come on, Salaki, I think we got Yarmak back. Yarmak, you want to finish your point, brother?
That was pretty much it, man. It's just, these niggas, these children nowadays, they couldn't be the brothers of Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Have brain aneurysm, this nigga. You imagine Romeo knocking at the door for Christ to come over there, and Christ said, "Who was my mother and my father?"
Right. He would have cried in the car.
Commit suicide.
Yep.
But yeah, man. But it all becomes, man. We just got to have more strength as sons and as brothers to not allow things like this to tear us apart as a family, man. Master P, did his thing, as far as in the world, music business or whatever. Just be confident in that you ain't gotta, drive a Honda Accord like the rest of us.
Right.
You could go and get you the brand new Tesla that's coming out, and you can get a brand new Rolls Royce and a Lamborghini. So really, you should just be comfortable, nigga, and shut up.
That's right.
Most High in Christ, man. Hey, look, another excellent episode of the Chain Breakers podcast, man. These topics, man, are very, very important for our people to understand the world that we're living in. To kind of we're breaking the chains, man, like the chains of effeminacy, the chains of the Christian church, all of these things that are presented to us as things that we should believe in. But when you peel back the layers, you know what I'm saying, as these officers and these captains do so eloquently and so excellently, you'll begin to see, as Micah 2:10 says, that this whole world that we live in is a lie. And it is not our rest. It is not a place that we should find comfort in. We should find comfort in one place on earth. And that's the I.S.U.P.K under Command of General YAHANNA. That's right. The place where you can trust that your children will not be molested. That's the place where you can trust. You understand that your brother is not going to try to sleep with your wife. Where you can trust, these sisters and things like that. And that's the difference between this school and any other organization or whatever. That's why we're not affiliated with them. And for that, that's our time. I don't know if anybody, I'll just leave the floor. Does anybody have anything they want to bring out before we go ahead and clip it for being over the time?
No, one more thing that people, is like, I enjoyed the show, this heavy show, and we get, as Israel, we got to relax and spank and we really got to realize that, every day not promised to you.
That's right.
Every day not promised to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, we don't do this just to be kicking it or having, you know what I'm saying? We do this to wake up our nation.
That's right.
We do that, and that's our job. That's what we took an oath to come in this school and wake up our nation, stand for our people. And wherever we may be going wrong, we got to get you back on track or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you can be here today. You can be like that brother Twitch. That brother Twitch did dancing on it. You could be dancing on TV one day and you're gonna be dead the next.
That's right.
It could be over real fast, fast. In the next hour, the next minute. Right. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there. Don't take this truth for a joke. Don't take this something that is like you hearing it, it's the truth. But you're going to go ahead and celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That Christmas spirit you have is the demon.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, heed the warning that you're getting right now.
That's right.
Heed the warning that you're getting right now. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I wanted to say,
Damn right. Hey, Kawhi, you got something, bro?
I got nothing. Pay your tithes. Support this truth. You know what I mean? And to all our brothers and sisters out there that's watching, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it on.
Damn right. What you got, Yarmak?
54th annual Passover, Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Come on with it.
54th annual Passover going down Raleigh, North Carolina at the Raleigh Convention Center. For the next podcast, we're going to have the address and everything for you. I think it's definitely on Salisbury Street, the exact address. I don't have it.
You got the commercial with that one?
Let me see if I can load it up.
Yeah, we could play. You just play that probably at the end of the joint or the beginning or something.
Yeah,
everybody knows.
We're doing next week. Yeah, I don't have it.
It's a newer commercial. I just seen it last night though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it queued up next week. You know what I'm saying I'm gonna have the link and everything, so I'm gonna have the exact one and be able to play it. You know what I'm saying? But again, you can always go to can go to I.S.U.P.K.com right now. But that information, like I said, I'm gonna make sure next week to have it ready for y'all, so you know exactly where to get your hotels at, where to get all your information from, and everything. All right. So with that, you know what I'm saying. With that, we're gonna end it here. You know what I'm saying. To all the brothers, we say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb. And to all the sisters, we say shalom Yahweh Shema the Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah. Tune in next week, same time, same place. Chain Breakers Podcast.